Next on Lion TV, we have Braden Farron with a look into the one-act plays in theater. Following that, Jayla Chase has some insight into the Lion Steppers and all the hard work they put into their dances.
And me, Critter Stevens, giving you all of your SHS soccer updates. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Lion TV. I'm Bo Bramlett.
And I'm Marley Snow. Today is Friday, May 2nd, and we hope everyone's having a good day so far. Now let's start this day with some student announcements. Anna Ford won 3rd place in the U.S. Congressional Contest with her pen and ink titled Girl. Grayson Gentry won honorable mention in the Wildlife of Arkansas Student Art Contest for her project titled Mockingbird. And Abby Cochran won fan favorite, making her the U.S. Congressional Contest winner for her graphite project titled Heart of Arkansas. If you see these students, congratulate them.
Tryouts for the tennis team will be held 4 p.m. on May 5th through the 7th at the high school tennis courts. Any student entering 9th through 12th grades who is interested in participating should email Dr. Watson at mwatson@searcyschools.org. To sign up and receive more information, you must have a current and physical to try out.
The Accelerated Career Awareness Program is returning to the University of Arkansas July 13th through the 18th. It is a free program designed to introduce high school students to careers in accounting and finance, develop leadership skills, and connect students with industry professionals. Application deadline is today. Please see the counselor's office for more details.
The last day to check out a book is May 5th. Please remember that all book requests and checkouts are done online only. Also, please remove any and all stickers from your Chromebook before Chromebook returns begin. You will be charged a fee for any stickers or decorations left on your Chromebook, so please remove them.
Please congratulate the following students who received the Arkansas Seal of Biliteracy: Jacob Abrams, Allison Brewster, Blanca Domingo Gardita, Callie Elam, Lawson Faulkner, Addie Fortune, Taryn Hunt, Emily Pate, Adrian Perez, Miguel Sanchez, Cannon Shepard, Michael Spratman, Sophie Stutterfield Qualls, and John Wynn.
Hey Marley, I've been hearing people singing the song Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer here lately.
That's right, Bo. That song came from one of the theater's one-act performances. We have Braden Farron with a story about just that.
The Searcy High Theater Group had their final assigned performance last week, which was their annual one-act play. The audience was amazed with the talent that put this play together, but what really goes on behind the scenes?
Well, for our class, we are told to write a one-act play, and we soon have to vote on which play we're going to do, and then once we have got it voted, we're going to start casting, and then we would do anything like we would do for a normal play. Then we'd put it into production. It's all for a grade.
All classes of this department combine their knowledge of theater and work together for this impressive production.
One act is basically a way for each theater group to it's like a culmination of what they learn to finally get to write their own play.
There is a lot of preparation that goes into making such a large-scale play like this one.
We prepare by practicing every day. We have rehearsal every class period that we have it, and we also make sure we have everything memorized, that the cast and crew is ready for the performance that night, and that nothing bad happens, you know? I memorize my lines by looking at the script as much as I can and just reread it over and over and over and over, and practicing with a friend works too.
The cast gathers together to create a beautiful story that will capture the hearts of all ages, and there's one key to putting on a successful play.
The way we collaborate to make this into a production is by really communication, because if we don't communicate, then we don't get a play done.
No one's perfect, and as long as you get the point across with improv and just, you know, knowing your character. My goal is just to make sure that my actors are prepared enough and know what they're doing to put on a good performance.
Congratulations and good luck to all the students who have achieved great things from this grand performance. That's all I have, Cersei. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Braden. Please be sure to congratulate the winners if you see them around.
Pine Bluff Police Department investigators are asking for the public's help as they search for a second suspect in the April 18th homicide. Police are searching for a 22-year-old Quan Madkins Madkins is considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached, police said. Investigators said Madkins is wanted in the connection of the early morning death of 26-year-old Asa Stewart. Police said officers responded to the call in the 2600 block of West 30th Avenue and found Stewart dead with multiple gunshot wounds. Investigators said they found one suspect in the shooting, 38-year-old Quan Turner, on April 22nd. Officials said that Turner has been formally charged with the capital murder and possession of a firearm by certain persons. Turner is currently held in the Jefferson County Detention Centers where no bond is listed.
The 4 girls who were killed Monday in a crash at a school camp program in Illinois were identified Tuesday. Riley Britton, 18, Ainsley Johnson, 8, Alma Bunkerkamp, 7, and Catherine Corley, 7. They were pronounced dead at the scene, the coroner officer said. 6 other people were taken to the hospital, Sisters Health System, 5 of whom were admitted to the Children's Hospital. 1 person was treated and released, the hospital said. Illinois State Police said a vehicle drove into the building at YNOT after school camp in the town of Kathman around 3:20 p.m. Monday. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Authorities identified the driver as Kathman resident Maureen Akers, 44. State Police reported that Akers, who is not in custody, was subjected to a toxicology test and that the results are pending.
When President Trump took office in January, he tapped the Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE, to shrink the federal government. The National Institutes of Health, the largest funder of biomedical research in the world, has since fired 1,300 employees and canceled more than $2 billion in federal research grants. Dr. Francis Collins, who led the agency for 12 years under 3 administrations, says this aggressive downsizing could impact the health of Americans for generations to come. According to the NIH, employees work on child cancer therapists, dementia, and stroke have slowed or stopped because of critical lab and support staff were let go.
The Lion Steppers are an essential part of our high school's pep team.
Jayla Chase got with some Lion Steppers to see how they enjoy being on the team.
The Searcy dance team provides very good school spirit for pep rallies and games. We looked into 2 of the Searcy dancers and learned what dance means to them. Dance is very important to Searcy's community. Each dancer plays a very specific and important role.
My favorite thing about dance is just like us doing very unique dances and the people and like how very welcoming and friendly they are.
Dance can affect your daily life by keeping you very busy and distracted from other things.
We go to games, we go to like the elementary schools, so like we basically get the help around.
Even though there's multiple spirit teams, I think that there's power within numbers, and more spirit is never wrong. And you can never have enough spirit because spirit will help the team. The relationships that you create within dance, and not just the dancing, and the support given by each teammate, because it's all a team effort and it's not just one person alone, it's all a team.
School spirit is very important, and dance helps support it by being there on the sidelines, encouraging players to try their best at basketball games and football games.
It supports school spirit by, like welcoming new people and really showing our school spirit.
Dancing can be classified as a sport because it does contain lots of competitive competition and includes hard training to be flexible enough to achieve certain dance styles.
I think it's increasingly becoming a sport as time goes on, and in athletic context, and whenever you're competing.
The Searcy Line Steppers are one of Searcy's main sources for their spirit. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Jayla. It's great to see how much fun they have.
Hey Marley, have you gotten to notice that it's gotten really warm here recently?
Yes, I have, and it makes me wonder if it's going to stay the same for the rest of the week.
Well, good thing Jayla Chase has all our weather updates for us.
Today we're looking at a high of 77, partly cloudy, rain percentage 24%, northwest wind speeds of 8 miles per hour, humidity level 67%, and the sun rose at 6:14 a.m. Tonight we're looking at partly cloudy with a low of 54. Sunset will be at 7:54 p.m. Wind speeds north of 6 miles per hour, rain percentage 5%, and humidity levels 75%. Almanac, the high 82, low 61. The monthly average of precipitation is 5.93 inch. Month to date 0.0 inch. 5cast. Saturday, we're looking at partly cloudy with a high of 77, a low of 52, with a 5% of rain. Sunday, we're looking at partly cloudy, 78 high, 54 low, with 11% of rain. Monday is cloudy with a high of 81 and a low of 57 with 15% of rain. Tuesday is partly cloudy with a high 83 and a low 62, 13% of rain. Wednesday, we're looking at partly cloudy with a high of 81 and a low of 61 with a 24% chance of rain. Looks like we'll be having some cloudy days. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Jayla. But enough of this weather talk. I am starving. Do you know what's for lunch today?
I do. Today for lunch we'll be having General Tso's chicken, classic cheese pizza, classic cheeseburger, chicken and cheese crispito, ham and Swiss sub, fresh Fuji apple, and milk.
That sounds absolutely delicious. Be sure to thank the lunch ladies for preparing this amazing food for everyone to enjoy.
Hey Marley, I'm going to be a senior next year and I'm getting nervous on what to expect.
Well, luckily, Kat Bremen was able to catch up on one of the seniors and get some good advice for juniors.
Welcome back to another week of Lion Week. Our special guest today is Rose Cantrell. So Rose, what's it like to be a senior at Searcy High School?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I love it so much. It's very fun, especially with theater and choir. I love theater and choir. With all the people there, it's like in a community.
Okay, so I'm gonna toast. And when you first joined Searcy High School, what were your first thoughts?
It's gigantic and I don't want to be here, but I got through it and I met some people. So.
Did those people change the way you see yourself
Yes.
now versus back then?
Yes, yes they did. They've changed me as a person in general, and now I'm the way I am.
And what would you tell the future seniors about being a senior?
I would say don't do your work last minute, keep on, and don't drop out, and just keep going.
Are you in any clubs or organizations?
I'm in choir and theater. Theater is one of my big things. I love theater so much.
And I noticed that you did Treasure Island for your last production, is that correct?
Yes, I did. I played Darby McGraw and George Mary.
And how do you feel about those roles?
I feel pretty great. I feel like I did a good job. I did mess up on some lines, but we improv'd a lot, and I feel like we did pretty good.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have in this week's Line of the Week. I'm Kat Bremen, and I'll see you guys next week, Searcy.
Thanks, Kat. Be sure to come by to the graduation on May 9th and wish our seniors a final farewell.
Last weekend was the NFL draft where some prospects from Arkansas got drafted.
That's right. We have Curtis Stevens to tell us who those prospects are in sports.
Good morning, Searcy. Hi, I'm Curtis Stevens here to give you your sports updates. The Searcy Lions track team are on the podium for many races at the Heber Springs Last Chance Relays. Detroit and Alkline placed third with a time of 11.34 seconds on the 100-meter dash. Wade Moore placed second with a time of 50.91 seconds on the 400-meter dash. Chase Kemper placed third with a time of 2 minutes and 2.92 seconds on the 800-meter dash. Nick Sherwood placed first with a time of 4 minutes and 41.32 seconds, and Chase Kemper placed second with a time of 4 minutes and 42.21 seconds on the 1600-meter dash, and Baroda Giesland placed first with a time of 11 minutes and 7.68 seconds in the 3200-meter dash. Michael Supratman placed first in both the 110-meter hurdles and the 300-meter hurdles with a time of 15.41 seconds and 40.73 seconds respectively. Searcy High School also placed first in the 4x8-meter relay finals with a time of 8 minutes and 48.67 seconds. The boys soccer team played against West Memphis last Friday night, winning with a score of 7-0 with a number of goals from Lawson Faulkner. The girls' game had the Lions win after West Memphis forfeited. On Tuesday night, both teams played against the Nettleton Raiders. The girls won their game 7-0 and with Georgia McMahon's 2 goals in that game, it puts her 1 goal away from 100 career goals. The boys would also put on a show, defeating the Raiders 3-0. Cameron McMullen would get it started early, scoring the first goal with 19 minutes remaining. It wouldn't be quiet for long as Lawson Faulkner would sneak in one to make the game 2-0. The final goal would not be scored until late in the second half when David Montaneau would make an incredible shot to showcase the great season he is having. This win would crown the Lions as conference champs for the 3rd year in a row, making them back-to-back-to-back conference champions. The NFL draft ended this weekend. Two students who played with the Arkansas Razorbacks were chosen. In the third round, Isaac Tesla was drafted to the Detroit Lions as a wide receiver, and Landon Jackson was drafted to the Buffalo Bills as a defensive end. In the fourth round, David Walker, who played for the Central Arkansas Bears, was also drafted to play with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a linebacker. In the NBA playoffs on Monday, the Cleveland Cavaliers won their fourth game against the Miami Heat with a score of 124-87, which advanced them into the semifinals. Also advancing into the semifinals are the Oklahoma City Thunder, who played against the Memphis Grizzlies on Sunday with a score of 117-115. Also on Sunday, the Boston Celtics beat the Orlando Magic 107-98, giving them a 3-1 advantage in the series. The New York Knicks had their game against the Detroit Pistons, which they won 94-93, giving them a 3-1 advantage in the series. And the Indiana Pacers beat the Milwaukee Bucks 129-103, giving them a 3-1 advantage. The Golden State Warriors played against the Houston Rockets on Monday with a score of 109-106, giving them a 3-1 advantage. The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Los Angeles Lakers 116-113, giving them a 3-1 advantage, and the Denver Nuggets beat the Los Angeles Clippers 101-99, giving them a tied 2-2 advantage. That's all the sports updates we have today, Cersei. I'm Curtis Stevens, sending it back to the news desk.
Thanks, Curtis. Well, it seems we've made it to the end of another episode of Lion TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Marley Snow.
And I'm Bo Bramlett. Have a great weekend, Cersei.